Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my monthly favourites and I'm going to be doing all of my favourites from September, so literally everything. So first things I have to show you, oh there's a mosquito, get away. First things I have to show you are beauty stuff because I only have 3 relatively small items to show you. So the first thing I have to show you is something I've wanted for a while and I just ran out of my collection Lasting Perfection concealer, which you guys will know I can't live without it. But I thought I would rip myself away from it and try a new concealer. So I went for something a little bit more expensive, and this is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this one is in Chantilly. It's actually a really good colour match for me because it tends to like highlight the areas but not so much that it's like contrasted with the rest of my skin tone, because I am quite pale anyway, and because winter is coming up I'm going to be even paler, so really loving this. The thing I do love about this is that a little tiny bit goes a massively long way. Like I can't believe I haven't actually got the hang of using this yet because I keep putting too much on and then it goes a bit cakey. So at the moment it's like a little bit cakey around here because I've slathered it all under my eyes, which I wouldn't recommend. Other than that, I love it. It's got excellent coverage, very nice and creamy and blends out really well, which I would expect that from NARS considering the price of the thing. But yeah, really loving this and I'm glad I've finally got around to actually giving it a go, so I love that. And the next two things are L'Oreal products because I don't know what it is lately, but I'm just obsessed with L'Oreal like eye products and lip products and just the entire thing. I'm just really loving what they've come out with at the moment. So these two are pencils. I have the Colour Riche or Colour Rich, however you want to say it, Le Col, and this one is in Midnight Black. It's basically a kohl pencil because I've run out of my Max Factor one, which I've had for quite a while. So I thought I'd give a L'Oreal pencil a go because I've never tried any L'Oreal pencils and I really like it. It's really soft, smudges really nicely, but it doesn't like smudge all over your face. Like I don't notice it smudging all over the place when I've like worn it all day. So I really like this, and it's not too difficult to get off as well because I sometimes find that eyeliners can be a little bit tricky to remove, but this one isn't too bad, but it does last as well, so I really like it. I think it's good. I think it's a good shade as well, good blackness to it, so I really like that. And then I also have a lip pencil, which is what I have on at the moment, and this is the Contour Parfait Lips. Is that all it's called? I think so. There's a lot of writing on there. But this one is in the colour Rosewood, and I wanted something that was, I'm gonna say it, I hate myself for it, but a little bit Kylie Jenner. I do love her makeup like many of us do, and I do like that quite muted, dusty kind of pink colour, and I think it suits my skin tone really well as well. So I ended up getting a L'Oreal one because it was the smoothest one I could find. Like I did a good tester on my hand or on Superdrug, and this was like the nicest, smoothest kind of lip pencil that I tested. So I really like this. I really like the colour. It's called Rosewood if you want to check it out, and I do have it on at the moment. Moving on to fashion items, I have been shopping quite furiously because I've just got back to work. I've just got paid. It's nice to be getting like a monthly wage again, and I've been trying to boost up my autumn-winter wardrobe. So I've bought a couple of things, and these are just like the two that I'm really loving at the moment. So the first one is really hard to show you on camera because it's massive, but this is a very long, chunky knit cardigan from, well I got it from ASOS, but it's by Weekday, and it just looks like this. It is really long. I'll probably insert like a little video of me actually wearing this just to show you how it looks and how long it actually is, because it does go down to like below my knees. The only thing I noticed as well is that it's made out of mohair, so it is very itchy, or at least it was. And then I went online and I had a little Google session to try and find out how to make knitwear less itchy, and I ended up soaking it in cold water and then mixing in like my hair conditioner. At the moment I'm using the Garnier, what's they called? Ultimate Blends, is that the one? And I used the cocoa butter one. And I just put that all over it while it was wet. I didn't rinse it off, I just left it and hung it up to dry. and it is still a little bit itchy, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was when I first got it. I can wear this all day. I've been wearing it to death because it's been quite cold in the mornings and stuff, so I've been wearing it every day and I just absolutely love it. I think it's amazing quality. And then the next thing is a pair of boots that I got from Bershka. So I've been looking for a pair of like taupey suede boots for quite a while, and it's really hard to find some that I actually like the style of. I absolutely love the fact as well that they have not necessarily, I don't know whether it is rubber, but it's not like that slippy, shiny sole that for some reason they put on boots, which is pointless because you can't walk in them. It's just stupid. But this has got good grip on it and I've been wearing them to death. They are just the best things ever. I absolutely love them. And they go with the majority of my wardrobe, which is definitely something that I love to do. I love to have things that go with everything because I'm not very good with styling things, so it's good that I can just throw it on with whatever I'm wearing. Next is food and drink favourites, and I don't know whether this will be like a regular monthly thing, but this month I needed to talk about these teas. They are the Tailors of Harrogate teas that have appeared in my local Asda, which I'm very happy about. And the first thing I noticed when I had one of these teas is that one, the chamomile isn't that really overpowering chamomile kind of taste because it can be quite flowery and a bit meh, but that's quite subtle. And then the vanilla has this kick that you sort of taste more in the back of your throat, like you drink it and you think, oh that's nice, and then it suddenly just comes through, like it just overpowers your entire senses. And because I love this so much, I ended up going out and trying to find other flavours. So I got some peppermint tea because I like to have peppermint tea on hand in case, you know, because I tend to overeat a lot, which I shouldn't do, but I do. And peppermint tea always comes in handy when I'm feeling really bloated. So I got some peppermint tea, which is really, really nice. And I also got some sweet rhubarb, and I didn't know actually what rhubarb tastes like. I have no idea what rhubarb tastes like, but it's really sweet, and again, the flavour of them are really, really good. So I'm impressed with these. I think they're about $2.99 and you get 20 tea bags in each one. So they're not the cheapest of tea bags, but they're definitely worth it if you're looking for like herbal fruit teas with really, really good, strong taste instead of weak, naff tea. As for music, I haven't been listening to a lot of albums lately, but I have been listening to one specific playlist on Spotify, and it's called First Aid Kit and Far North Folk. Far North Folk. And it's basically like Scandinavian, Nordic folk music, which sounds odd, but it's not. It's very good, very good. If you like First Aid Kit, and if you don't know who First Aid Kit, first of all, they are a Swedish folk band, which are really, really good. I definitely recommend you check them out, especially if you like people like the Civil Wars and what's his name? John Mayer, is that his name? I can't remember. As for songs, there's a song out at the moment called You+Me, and it's by I think it's You+Me, the actual band. But basically it's a duo formed by Pink and Dallas Green, and it's absolutely amazing. Again, it's quite like folky, country sounding, and it's been on the radio in the UK a lot. I don't know how often like it's been played in the US, but it's such a nice chilled out country sort of song, and it's just really well written. Their voices go really well together, and I'm just really, really enjoying it. It's the first song I've bought in a while. Like I've actually gone onto iTunes and thought I need to buy that song. Usually I just listen to everything on Spotify, but yeah, I was compelled to purchase this song and I absolutely love it. I think you should definitely check it out. I'll put a link to their Vivo account down below, so you can go check that out as well, because they've got like a little behind the scenes video on there of them like talking about why they started this duo and how the music came about basically. So I'll post that in the description below if you want to check that out. So as for books, I am still reading my Brother's Grimm. I'm getting through it very slowly, but I've also been distracted by sort of looking into Buddhism a lot more and researching Buddhist sort of ways, not really ways, but just Buddhism in general, and reading about sort of the history of it and trying to find out a bit more about it. because I know a lot of people have converted to Buddhism. I don't know whether you can convert to Buddhism or just sort of become a Buddhist to help with things like depression and stress and anxiety. So I thought I'd look into it a bit more and see just if it helps me with my anxiety. So I've been looking into that, and I downloaded a book on my Kindle app recently, and it's called Buddhism Plain and Simple. And it's really, really good because I found that researching about it, it just gets so complicated, and people try and sound really intelligent and like they're philosophical about the world, and you're like, no, I just want to know the things. I just tell me the things without the stuff. Does that make sense? And this one just gets straight to the point. He's like, this is what Buddha teaches. There you go. This is how it works. That's all I need to know. That's all what my brain can comprehend. That's what I need to know. I am getting through it, and I would definitely recommend it if you are sort of, even if you're just interested or curious about Buddhism, definitely check it out because it just gets straight to the point. It doesn't make you confused, and it just clears stuff up. So yeah, I'm really loving this. And that is all for my monthly favourites. I feel like this one has been a long one. Usually they're quite short when I film them, but this has gone on for quite a while. It's going to be fun to edit. But that is all for now, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to give it a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe as well. And also remember to tell me in the comments below what you've been loving this month and which of my favourites you like the most. So that is everything for this video. I will see you next week. Goodbye. Bye. Ta-da! Next, I'm going to take my nail file. This is the Butter London curved, I think it's called the banana file, but I like this just because it makes it nice and easy to file all my nails down so that they're all the same size and shape.